Welcome to Indigenous Earth, where we explore indigenous wisdom to help you protect and connect to our planet. From the BIPOC tribe of Paraguay, I'm your host, Frank Oscar Weaver. If you're listening to this, besides having a great taste in podcasts, I assume that you care deeply about our planet and you want to do something to protect it. And that is something you always had and you felt it like a life calling. We all have that someone in our lives that had inspired us to do environmental work, whose callings flow through generations like a river flowing into the ocean. Maybe a grandparent that told you about the birds, an uncle that took you hiking. For this Earth Challenge, I want you to look back in the people that have impacted you and inspire you to become an environmentalist. Think about the people in your life. You might not see a connection in the beginning, but that inspiration really carries within us. This is the first exercise that our last guest, Dr. Sue, does on her class on Indigenous wisdom.
One of the things I get them to do is to actually try to trace their lineage on where they come from. So, unless they're indigenous to these lands, they've all come from all over the world. And when we do that as an exercise, one of the things I get them to do is to, if it was just their grandparents, they're the second generation or third generation here, or if they're the first generation, to try and talk to their parents or their grandparents to find out why they're here.
This is very important for planet work because when you are working in environmental causes, you can really get burned out. And a way to fight this burnout or to quell this burnout is to connect with our ancestors. This is a journey of discovery that I even went on myself when my mom told me about my grandfather, who was a water diviner. They used guava branches to be able to locate underground sources, and he helped so many people find water and build wells.
E começou a procurar água. E nós, todas crianças, atrás do meu pai para ver o que ele ia achar água ou não.
When we were kids, we used to live in this town that was very, very dry. And I remember going, like, with my dad, miles to go and get water every day, which was a very, like, sacrifice for us, especially kids. One day, my dad said that he was going to go and get and look for water around the area. And he got a branch from a tree, and we all follow him. And that branch suddenly out of the blue started like spinning like towards his chest, like, pointing to the ground. And my dad said, "There's water in here." And for sure there was a fountain of water underneath. And from that day, my dad was the one that used to like go around and look for water, especially for the neighbors. That was something that was, for me, was a good memory about my dad.
And why is connecting with your ancestors important? As someone wisely said, burn out on a burning planet. A recent report that I read said that 96% of climate professionals experience high or very high levels of burnout that is far beyond the general population. This climate burnout comes from being in a world that is being destroyed and having that desire to help. And BIPOC communities experience this burnout much stronger because they are at the forefront of the climate crisis. But one of the solutions to find this burnout is to connect with those ancestral guardians who shape our calling, that are watching us across the spirit river or here in this world. This is a way for you to connect with your lineage and the hard work that ancestors have put before you and really help with burnout. Wherever, if you're going to honor your ancestors through the altars or spending time with them, make sure that this is a real part of your daily practice, connecting with the ancestors. Thank you so much. I really hope that you enjoy this episode. Aguche.